You know, if we've learned anything in the past couple months, it's that we need to break free from China. We need to make more stuff here in America, especially prescription drugs. But the question is, how much are we willing to pay for that? I think it's a good question that we have to be willing to balance, right? That's why it happened in the first place. It get cheaper to go to China. So how much are we willing to pay to do it here? Well, the federal government just awarded a startup company, get this, $354 million to produce medications that are going to help in the treatment of coronavirus. Okay. Well, the company, Flow, will also manufacture ingredients that are going to help prevent a shortage of supplies in the future. Also a good thing, right? But the deal has the potential to now reach $812 million over the next 10 years. Well, joining us now to explain it all is the founder, a co-founder of the company, rather, and its CEO, Dr. Eric Edwards. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so the first question I think everyone wants to know is, how can I do this? I mean, I want $354 million to do this. But in all seriousness, I mean, how did you do this as a startup? And secondly, so what are you trying to, what's the goal?
So even though Flow was officially incorporated in January as a public benefit corporation, we were trying to figure out the right corporate structure that would realize our social impact. We started working on this over a year ago, and the goal was to provide a mission of affordable, high-quality pharmaceuticals and their ingredients that would be made using state-of-the-art, U.S.-based advanced manufacturing. We saw that there were drugs in shortage long before COVID-19. We were very concerned about these mounting FDA drug shortages, and we came up with a world-class team, world-class partners, and a model to go after these medicines and bring this important industrial base that had been lost over decades back to the United States.
Well, Dr. Edwards, while you're fairly new, you do say a year old, how soon can we see a factory actually rolling pharmaceuticals out?
So part of this contract, there were two components. One was short-term execution and trying to ramp up surge capacity to go after those COVID-19 pharmaceuticals and their ingredients that were in a very, very significant short supply, extremely vulnerable medicines. These are medicines, for example, to put patients on ventilators, medicines for blood pressure control, certain antibiotics. And the great thing about this partnership, we have world-class organizations such as Civica RX, the largest nonprofit pharma company committed to affordable generic medicines in the U.S., partnered with us, the world-class university through VCU Medicines for All, and Ampac Fine Chemicals. All of us got started immediately, and actually we've already delivered over 1.6 million doses of medicines to the Strategic National Stockpile. So we're making them as fast as possible, while in parallel re-securing and building that industrial base with advanced manufacturing architecture right here on U.S. soil.
Well, Doctor, as I said at the beginning, I'm a huge fan of us bringing stuff back to the United States so we're not tethered to China for all of the things that we are currently right now, especially our prescription drugs. So I think this is huge what you're doing because it's the right thing to do and it protects us from having to be tethered to China for everything that we need in response to a situation like this. But let's face it, $354 million is a lot of money, especially from taxpayers, a lot of which is going to have to be financed from debt. So taxpayers need to look out for this. And I want to show you a graphic from a report that the Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations did on a former company that you own called Kaleo. And it talks about the fact that you guys exploited the opioid crisis by increasing the price of one of your opioid blocker drugs by more than 600%. Similarly, Charles Grassley, the senator from Iowa, looked at the same company, Kaleo, and showed concern for what you guys were doing in terms of the cost of the EpiPen competitors that you guys had. So should taxpayers be concerned about this new venture?
They absolutely should not. I was the co-founder of Kaleo and the co-inventor of its products that have saved thousands of lives. I was never involved with any pricing decision at the company. I was in charge of R&D and I left over 18 months ago. What's important about Kaleo is those products are saving lives, but we're in a broken pharmaceutical and pricing and reimbursement environment. I've taken those learnings as well, and as a part of Flow, which is the most important thing for you all to hear, we set up a social public benefit corporation, a social impact company, and we are absolutely committed to affordability as a tenant. We're about people, patients, and the planet before profits. And we're going to execute and show the American public we can do that to bring back these affordable generic medicines, that nobody would make anymore because we had lost them to foreign countries such as India and China.
Well, Dr. Edwards, that's really good to hear. We only have 1 minute left, but a lot of people are wondering when we're going to see a vaccine. They're very interested in that. Are you going to be working on one?
So we have, with our partners, the capability to build infrastructure end to end. So we're taking these pharmaceuticals from precursor chemical ingredients, key starting material, the active pharmaceutical ingredients, which over 80% are produced abroad for the medicines that we're going after, these essential critical medicines, and then finished dosage forms. Our partner Civica is standing up a fill finish facility that is going to be capable of manufacturing vials, syringes, and has that expansion capability for vaccines as well. We're going to be working with the federal government to make sure that we respond with this infrastructure to what America needs most.
Dr. Edwards, thanks for being here with us, and thank you for what Flow is doing for the country. We're excited to hear what you guys continue to do.
We are blessed and thrilled to be working on this important program. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, a couple of Republican senators are spearheading investigations into the Obama administration officials and Hunter Biden's connection to Ukraine. But do American voters really care about any of this, and could it backfire on the GOP? We'll ask our company next.